Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Today is Friday stream. It is the 27th of August, being near the end of the month. The last stream was Wednesday. We looked at the newest 1.18 snapshot. Really cool. We looked at all sorts of things, even the new generation. A lot of fun, and I came out with a video today kind of showing all the cool stuff that we came across during our testing stream last Wednesday. Welcome everybody. Just starting up the stream. I send notifications out on my YouTube for people that have the bell notification turned on. Also send it out on Twitter. You guys are following me on my other social links. Music is on, I believe. Okay, let's send these out. Nice. Perfect. Why is your thing a pumpkin? Do exclamation mark Gordy. There you go. Okay, that's good. Let's get the info command up to date. So this is the 5th snapshot for 1.18, Caves and Cliffs update part 2. Okay, update the info command. Welcome everybody. We all got in the chat. We got Mick. Also got Ibel, Almantech, Tonio, one of our stream moderators. Got Mado, Mining Blob, Doom, James, and Larry. How's everybody doing? Flop says, really excited for the stream. Welcome in. The Pog Champ. So I think I can turn that off like that. I'll make sure to turn on that. I will be using controller today. Turn on the opting bot. Good. Wait. Oh. This thing not. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's top right. Okay. But it wasn't working last time. I guess I never did get around to checking that. Let me just check it now. Oh, yeah, it's working now. I guess just restarting it worked. GG coming in with the host. I really appreciate that. Getting those easy rate points. Everybody's coming in with the support with the host or sharing. It all means a lot. Moon says, good afternoon, Ray. How's everybody doing? I'm off spawning work 1 to 18. Check the info command in the title for that. So, it wasn't Wednesday stream, but I think it was Sunday stream. We worked on this. And I was thinking about some more changes that we can do to this. Hey, Trev. So this is, it's supposed to be just like my flushing mob farm that I showed, 5-6 years ago. But I wanted to update it. I had this weird idea where we can have the water flow out and then kind of hit one side and then flow the other direction. Any mobs that would be in here would get washed to either side, so they drop on that side and they also would drop on that side. And yeah, the water would just go down like this all the way. But the water goes, let's see, the way water works is there's multiple water sources. It goes away more slowly. If we just do one water source, I think it's the same speed. I'm trying to think if there was a solution to this. What if we release the water and then close it? Release it and close it. Like on that level, barely goes away. Yeah, it is getting slower. Now it's like on 3 levels at once. Now it's like on 4 levels at once. Okay. My next idea was, when did I start to get notifications? I send them if you have bell notifications turned on YouTube, you have Twitter, and they should also pop up on Discord. Let me just double check. Yeah, the notifications are on Discord. Also, so there's 3 places. Probably 4 if you include like email or streams. Welcome in. Yeah, the water is very funny. Kind of works. So like when there's a whole glob of water, it kind of has to like check each other. It's like, oh, are you going down? And then it checks like the next door neighbor water. It's like, oh, are you going down? And if they both, see they're going down, then they both choose to reduce themselves. Otherwise, they end up having so that they're, really slow because they're checking each other. I guess the opposite would be they're not checking each other, so they goes pretty fast. Which gets me to my next point. I was wondering if if it was just a I do this, am I? Oh yeah, my FOV is down, okay. I thought that was strange. If I do something like this, is the water still spread out? Yeah, okay, it does that. So I was wondering if it's small like this, oh, it still spreads out on this side, okay. Okay. Mobs can spawn on... Is there anything that can hold the water that mobs can spawn on? Because mobs won't spawn in redstone components. I don't think they shouldn't be able to spawn in pressure plates. I think this kind of broke the farms where mobs would spawn in pressure plates and then they'd push them off. They don't spawn on... Oh, I guess gates. Open gates would probably be best thing. I want to just see how this goes. Not gonna really work for the next water. Maybe because they had Twitch open? Maybe. Okay, let's release this water. Yeah, see how it keeps the same speed as it goes down? But it's when it spreads out that it goes slow between levels. It's not slow at going... It's not slow at filling in, but it's slow at removing itself because it has to constantly like check nearby water sources. They spawn on iron trap doors. But it has to be something that holds back the water. Yeah, the bot didn't like when you use too many caps. The idea was like I could make is that I would power every other one. And then after I power every other one, then I would power this one. But yeah, it's not gonna really work if I wanted to. But it looks like, you know, like for spiders, this would work just fine. Oh, it looks like it's getting. It still looks like it's getting slower as it's going through. Let's do this to the rest of the layers. Okay, I think we got a pretty good example now. It barely fills it all up. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely getting slower. So even with a single one, it's getting slower, removing itself. So now it's like on 3 layers. Okay. Cool idea, but I don't think it's gonna work out. At least not by using a single water source through the whole thing. We can use multiple water sources. It looks cool, yeah. It's a general mob farm. 1 a.m. for Akesha, wow. That's crazy. So I guess that probably won't work, but what we could do is just have a water that flushes it either direction. I should have made such a big example because it did take me quite a bit of time to make it this large. Okay. I'm gonna switch my audio around. Okay. Now I should be able to hear. You want to do it with little redstone as possible? Not necessarily that. What I was actually trying to go for is to make it kind of simple by having a single spot where we power it. That way it go the power at a bunch of different locations. But there's other ways we can do this. This was just my first idea. I always wanted to do the zigzag and water thing. So it's a good attempt, but it doesn't work when you do kind of many layers. Do a few layers, it would work out, but not a whole bunch of layers. Ofen says, love your content. Hey, thanks so much. So I think we'll leave the, actually, well, we don't have to leave this. We can just tweak this one. So the next option is to just have this wash over to here. And then we have another layer that also washes. B Niz says, how could this contraption be used in a farm exactly? So with 1.18, they're thinking about changing it so that it doesn't matter how high up the farm is, it'll produce the same amount of mobs inside of it. So by having a farm like this, we can actually put it way up in the air and it would wash the mobs out and then they would die on either side. And we don't have to worry about putting this thing way down low. My other farms like this, I would try to put them right up against the ocean. So I would want to try to kill them with dropping them the lowest amount of distance, just so we keep the farm really low down. But that's potentially going to change with 1.18. So instead we can just flood it from here. The water will reach all the way to here. Any mobs will get washed off. And since we're flooding each level, oh wait. Oh, I still can't hear my clicking. I don't know if you guys can hear me clicking. Let me just do F3 plus T. Yeah, if you guys haven't joined my Discord, link is there in the chat. Make sure to click that and join up. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. You guys can post your own builds and contraptions and worlds. Channel for art. Also one for making ray puns. So instead of just having water at the very top, since we can't get it to work going zigzagging, we'd have to put the water over on that side too. Or it could potentially wash 2 layers. It might not be worth it. By washing mobs off 2 sides, we have to have 2 areas to kind of collect the loot versus having one. Also things to take into consideration, like we had to place in all these blocks here. It might just be just as easy to not place these in and then just place in some more water to wash them off to the side. All things to kind of consider. Okay, let's try. Water goes down to the next layer, pushes them off this side over here. Or we could do every 3 layers. Is there anything that's easier to do than? Because putting these gates down and opening up, kind of annoying. We do if Mojang would remove redstone. I don't really use that much redstone in my builds. Let's just see what it looks like if we just do every 3 layers. So we have the water go down 2 layers and a 3rd layer, and then at this layer we actually stop it. And now if we close it, shouldn't be too slow. It's still kind of slow. The idea is like you want to kind of keep the water on long enough so that it pushes stuff off. But no longer, because the water itself prevents mobs from spawning again. It does get pretty slow here. Maybe we could just have it go back and forth. Release the water, we close it. Goes that way, then it goes this way. And then the next layer down, we have some more water. So the water would be at this layer again. Oh, where would we put a redstone though? Because on this top one I had redstone right above it. If I put redstone right here, it's gonna get washed off. Maybe if we do 3 layers, let's say it washes that way, washes this way, washes this way. So then this water will do 3 layers. And it should end up right here. And then on this side, we now have room, or do we? No. On this side. On this side, technically have room underneath of this. We could have trapdoor. Oh, that's still not quite right. What are we building? Check the title. Isn't it different in disappearing speed? Yeah, the disappearing speed is slower than when it runs down. There is also it goes faster if there's no other sources. So we put water there and we drop it. Like notice it goes down and it removes itself at the same speed. This is what I was hoping to do. Like it doesn't get any longer, right? Like that's what I wanted. But it just doesn't seem like it works that way when it makes these bends. Hey, Maiha. Looks like a spider jockey farm. Yeah, it's based off of my spider jockey farm. Hmm. I'm a bit surprised that even when we made it one wide, it still took time to remove. Might be in here that makes it go slow. I wonder what would happen. One thing I don't like to do is use dispensers to put out water, but what would happen if we had a dispenser here to put out water, and then we put in an observer right there. When this water touched this one, then this one dispensed out his water, right? Do you kind of see where I'm going with this? It could be kind of like inverse, like when that water disappears, puts out his water, right? This would be, this would be really annoying to build. Yeah, it'd be so expensive. Dispensers on each of these with, yeah. I mean, it looks like it works. But I think it'd be too annoying. Like the other option said, it load back and forth 3 times and it reaches over here, and then we'd have another water source. The water source at this level, then we can have the powering system on that level. We can have the redstone on that level there. The problem is to extend it, we do this weird trick like this to make it extend, which wouldn't be very good. It wouldn't really fit in here. It would hang over the edge over here, and we potentially have mobs that get washed off of this side. I guess it wouldn't be that side, it'd be down here. Must be a chunk border here. Yeah. Definitely legs. So we drop this water. Didn't reach all the way to here. Wash them all off the same side. Yeah, I could do that. Just with to bring redstone on every single side. Hoping to wash them off both sides. The water wasn't so slow at going back down again. Wouldn't be such a big deal. I don't know, the water just... Something must be like when it makes this S or this U shape, it gets slow. Okay. Um, Other thing I could do is also have the water, when it releases, it goes both directions. That's initially what I wanted. I was hoping to I could just release the water from the top and then the water just goes through everything, just washes everything out. But because water kind of knows where the shortest route is, it'll purposely avoid other locations. Trolley Steamer coming in with a raid. Thanks so much for raiding. What was your stream? There's a link to Trolley. Last place on Minecraft. What were you doing in Minecraft? Were you playing mini games? Were you doing survival builds? Doing creative building? Let us know. Welcome everybody who's part of the raid. Might work the way you want it, have all the water released at the same time. Because we did try it the other day too. Here's our big clock. See the water coming down. And where is it? Is it turning off the water? Maybe. Oh. Hold on, I gotta turn this one on. So like the water near the source vanishes, but the other water takes too long. So the new water comes in and catches up with it. It never kind of goes away. So it's not really with the problem's not with the delay. It's that is that the longer the water goes, the slower it gets removed. So as it gets down to the bottom of the sea, it's gonna take longer and longer for it to get removed. Especially these really big sections. It kind of has to check the water beside it to see if it's actually going down. Look how slow it is going, leaving this area. Who's Gordy? Do exclamation mark Gordy. Fly machines. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely make it work. I was trying to kind of make this simple. Kind of wanted the water up here to go through the whole thing, but not be so slow. I didn't know it'd be so slow. You know, if we could, I know we tried this the other day, but if we could get this water source, like if this water source went across this one and then also went down and then went across that one and then down across this one, but it just doesn't work that way. Water just knows the best way to go. Is there any way to trick the water? If we put a waterlogged block here. Oh, I don't think this would work anyways because mods won't spawn on that, but let's just try it. So we waterlog there. Releases water, it just snaps there. Notice how it doesn't go across the whole thing. We lost our testing day from another stream. Here, let's hop on the testing server. Oh, okay, I have to hop over to this one. What is this farm? Check the title. Oh, did the server freeze? Oh, okay, FOV is turned down. Okay. The idea is to make the water split. I think there's a good way of doing this, but we'll give it a try. So we want the water to hit this block and split both directions. Oh. Okay. I can hear the block placing. So if we drop water, we'll drop it from here. Notice how it goes both directions. But if there's a hole on one side, the game already knows the hole is there. And it will try to go that direction if there is, if it's similar distance on either side. So now it should go towards the hole. Oh no, it still don't go towards the hole. Well, I guess, okay, let me remove this completely. Has to be in the same plane as it. So now I should go toward the hole. Yeah. So it already knows the hole's there. It doesn't have to even go this direction at all. It just knows exactly where the hole's at. It's kind of like a fortune teller. Smart water. So I was thinking about doing something like this, and then over here we have the next layer. Like this. Okay, it wouldn't be, I guess it wouldn't be that low, would it? No. It'd be one lower, because mobs are too tall. Now, water goes that way and it goes that way. See how it kind of washes both layers? We use one water to kind of go through both of them and wash them. Well, that was kind of the idea. I think if we place a block here, it should go one further. Yeah, so now it's still not quite as far as the other one. Because this one's has a little bit head start. Technically, we could add another block in here if we wanted to. Something like that. Now, can we continue this though? We can, but I think it gets kind of messy. Woofing says I can see the wheels turning. Yeah. The concept's there, but will it actually be feasible? Will it be worth doing? I think the next... Water hits this way. We want the water to go both directions. It's like the water has to go this way. It seems like it's keeping it farther and farther away. Does it need to be one block wide at the source? No. I mean this wide here? I make it one wide just to keep it simple. Could go lower, but I think it's every floor is gonna get shifted that direction. For every layer we go lower. That could potentially... It's like now this layer is one shorter than that one. We had another layer, it's gonna be one shorter than that one. So it's gonna end up looking kind of like a I don't know, kind of like an overhang, I guess. Diagonal overhang. So the question is, can we make it do this thing without it being so wide? What we could do is we could alternate. We could... So we could have the next spawn floor at this level here. Not sure if this will work. We'll find out. That's why we test stuff. Now... Oh, wait. That's not gonna work the way we wanted to. Gotta find that hole. Okay. I wanted to go this way and that way at the same time. Then we'd have to do that, but then I can't go through there. But hard to see. I want to go like this way and then go that way and then also hit this and go the opposite direction. Got kind of a silly question, but what happens? You know, water likes to spread outwards. Like this water spread outwards. But, oh, okay. It does spread outwards. Okay, maybe we can use that spreading thing. Maybe, nah, we can't really use that because that only works at the stores. And that only happens at the stores. Goes outwards. Water hits that, goes this direction. If I want to go this way, I have to pretty much need that block there. I need that block there. Well, I guess we could still alternate. Let's just see what happens if we lower this down by one more. Guess we don't need that big example. Okay. Release the water. Let's again. It does go this way again. Maybe once we get still not quite what I wanted. I think so what we want is something that is 3 block tileable. I think this is 4 block tileable. Slightly much. If we want to continue this, if we place a block here, we want this water to go back onto this one again, but there's a block there. Waterlogging's not gonna help us here. So close. So close. Okay, so let's see. We close this, and then we make a hole right here. Does it just go straight down the hole? Yeah. A block there, it just finds the shortest path. Block there, it splits. We need that block for to split. It gets to here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we're doing the Slay Ray event again. I think it's called Raypocalypse this time. If you guys want to participate, it's a big event where viewers try to kill me, and it's like a big PvP thing. You guys want to learn about it? It's on my Discord. The Discord and 3 mods are putting together. My moderators are putting it together. Last time was way more fun than I anticipated. I thought it was just going to be hectic. Oh yeah, we got Fire Rage in the chat. Biggest bro moment since I won the last one. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Well. So if we did get this to work, what would we have to do? Wire goes that way, we split it. The wire goes this way. I think it'd be a 3 tall area. I think that's what we did. We'd end up with 3 tall areas, which is not ideal because the Enderman spawns in there. What if we use? I'm trying to think. Maybe we could do like creepers. So close, but it's 4 block tileable. Let's just make an example of what it would be like. So this one would be like this. Maybe box here. Oh. Like that. And then we would drop the water onto that. Same time we'd open up this side. And we'd let the water go this way. Then we open up this one, the water goes that way. Oh wait, we didn't go down a level. It would be 1 lower than that. Okay. Okay, that's still not quite right. Whatever. I mean, the main thing is that this area here, between this level and this level, this is a 3-block tall area, so Enderman could spawn in here. I mean, you could fill it in, but that kind of takes away the whole simplicity of the farm. You won the Slave Ray event with the Techno skin. Nice. Is that your secret? And even if we do something like this, I'm wondering if the water coming down would be slower, if the top would be slower than the bottom. The farther down it gets, the slower the water would be removed. release it and then we close it again. It just barely hits the end of those and it vanishes. But here it sits there for a long time. I think we run into kind of the same problem. The op command for the server fix, it didn't work and I was survival. Just give it a try, I'm not sure. If it doesn't work, let me know. I think we kind of run into the same problem where we sort of need the source to be the same on every level. But one thing we could do is we could take advantage of like the water touching stuff, activating it. Well, observers are kind of expensive. We're working on check title. Why not make the middle two wider with two water streams coming down? Two water streams coming down. Command's not working. Are you in survival? Oh yeah, I think it's not working because like our names are in different colors. I think it's because we're in the snapshot. I think when we updated the commands didn't go with it. Make the middle too wide with two water streams coming down. Is that gonna help anything though? I don't think that's gonna change anything. Like the water flowing from the center of the farm washes out both sides. Two streams. One flowing right, one flowing left. But then how does that reach the next layer though? The idea was to just drop water from the top. All I want to do is like open this for a short few seconds and I want it to just go whoosh and wash through all the layers. But notice how these bottom layers, they're a lot slower at removing the water, and it must be because of the zigzagging the water does. Oh yeah, we're just talking about the Antonia, the Rapocalypse. What you're doing is working though. Yeah, it's working, but it's there's a 3 high area here, so Enderman could spawn in here. I didn't want that. Plus, it's also slow, so we might not be able to even use. Might not be able to use this water. Cause notice how that water up there vanishes really quickly. I think. Is it? That's vanished, and this one takes like maybe twice as long. Trapdoor for every layer. Well, the whole purpose was not to have a trapdoor for every layer, but yeah, we could do that. That'd be the next thing. Redstone issue. Yeah. I mean, it would be pretty easy to do if we just put down a whole bunch of dispensers and observers, but those are expensive, so I don't want to do that. We put a T flip-flop in each layer, but that gets kind of messy too. Like we could make it so when this water touches the ground, the observer, then that, we can't just have a trapdoor here because they'll just flick it really quickly, which won't help us wash the whole area. Actually, there's a lot of updates. Oh, as it's going down, I see, yeah. Yeah, kind of annoying. Probably just to put in another rows. Let's see. We had one, if we dropped it onto that. Yeah, the next trapdoor would have to be, if we had another layer. Either way, it would be like too many updates to the trapdoor. And the trapdoor needs to be powered on or off. Observer just gives a short pulse. So we need more redstone components. We couldn't even have the trapdoor at this level. We'd have to have it. I guess it's the same problem we had the other day. Because we need a block above it, and then we need redstone above that. And then is this tileable though? I don't think this is tileable. Actually, wait. Is it possible? No, it's not possible. I was thinking maybe it's possible to make this trapdoor open up and release water this direction and release it going downwards, but I think we kind of run into the same problem. Activate from the top, send a signal down the walls. The problem is they're washing water both directions. There's really no walls to send it downwards. With that distance between layers, you could have redstone pulse go up with torches. How does it go through the trapdoors though? I guess, I mean, you can have what? Yeah, I guess you could put the redstone in the center. Could do like redstone there, and then a trapdoor on both sides. Probably what we'll have to do is right now it's just too compact to really do anything. Something like this. Yeah, it could be torches. That block does hurt a little bit because it's a solid block at their feet. Make sure to check the title, guys. I'm already streaming for a whole hour. Oh my goodness. These streams always go so fast. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more water. And I'll be right back. Okay, grab some water. I was really hoping that the water wouldn't bunch up and go really slow if we had it in narrow pieces, but it seems like it does. Live and learn. Kind of funny when the water drops, like in our test right here, the water didn't go any slower or faster. It must just be that zigzagging. Yeah, this will work, but it's not what I wanted. It alternates it. It looks like it does it on its own. How would the next layer go? Let's see how tileable this is. Because these torch towers are every 2, and platforms are every 3. So I don't know. It's not gonna line up perfectly. I don't think it's gonna be like completely on-off kind of thing. Let's add one more layer so we can kind of see how it's gonna go. Throw in a lever. Now we have 2 closed, 1 open. And if we continue this, means there'd be a layer here. And there'd be another layer right in there. So it looks like it might work on the end. Got 2 open, 2 closed. 1 open here. I'll eventually repeat, but it's going to be kind of lengthy. Actually, wait, can we put water here? The water's going to knock out the torch, won't it? Yeah, I don't think we can put water there. I have to do that a little bit differently. Knock out that torch. That does make it a little bit harder. Yeah, I ideally would want like, we wouldn't want it any wider than this. Otherwise we are going to have problems. It's going to be, well, are we going to really have problems? I guess Endermans, yeah, main thing is Endermans spawn in there. But would Enderman eventually die? Right? Because every time they hit the water, they take a little bit of damage. And then eventually you would get Ender Pearls. It might be something. People might like that. Enderman spawns are pretty low. Technically, if you leave Enderman in, you're not placing in any more blocks. I think alternate layers and let one trapdoor do 2 layers. Just teleport out, but could just add extra layers. Ceiling, yeah, but that's more blocks his place, not really worth it. Slabs in front of the redstone. It won't reach it. What we could do is we could power it from underneath, so we could put the magic waters in these here. Maybe we can't do it. We do that. Yeah, we can do that. Sure. Oh. No. I was hoping I could put like this, but that's just gonna make the water go downwards. Wait, we could do that. And then the water can wash the second layer. Kinda cool. If we get that to work. Saves on water and trapdoors. I think it's slightly slower because it has to do the little curve thing, but not by a lot. Redstone will be fine there. But we don't have to power it as often. The redstone probably won't be fine. We'll have to fix that somehow. Um the torch would go right there. There's a block there when there's a spawning space. Oh, we don't. Oh, the water would go a different height, different distance. What we could do is could have like redstone dust on the nearby ones. Use fence gates to stop the water at the end. Well, that would make it a bit more complicated. We try to avoid that if we can. But I think we could do this like some of the other ones. So we can kind of avoid, having to do this to every layer. And then these could reach out the full 16 blocks either direction. Right? But we still need to get this center column tileable. And we could power it. It might be easier to power from above because we put in pistons and they don't get washed out. We could do something like something like this, or we might put this up one more. And then it reaches down, powers that, and then it powers another piston. Yeah, I think this might work. Hmm. Let's piston up one more. when it extends, it'll touch this redstone. Not familiar with Java redstone. I don't know how much different it is. Okay, so then we don't need to power this one here then. Right, we just need to get all the way down to the next layer, which would start. We're doing it like this. The next layer would start here. And we'd have redstone on top of this. That means that would be there. And the piston would be there. Oh, that's gonna work. Use modifier using skulk sensors. We'll see how expensive they are. Quasi connectivity things. Yeah, technically I would use quasi connectivity right here. I'll probably just put a note block in there, and then that would update the piston below it. Now, if we power this, also power this one down here. Is there another way we could do that? I think that's the best way. Ah, that should work. And then now it's a repeat from the previous layers. That's not too bad. I mean, that'd only be every 32 blocks we'd put in one of these things. Okay. Is there anything else we need to... All I concern is like there's a solid block here. I don't think we can really change that. Could be like a slime block and they're holding redstone block, but I think we can actually do this. The redstone doesn't pop off piston tops anymore, so we could do that if we really wanted to. But does that help us? I mean, we could potentially space these out. And then we could directly power these, but then still need to power the ones beside them with linear sticky pistons. Well, let's try to avoid that if possible. I think maybe what we had previously would be better. Or wait. Oh, I guess we could do this too, right? How does that? Well, how's that tile though? Well, this is. This would be. We'd have a. We had the blocks like that. Okay. This layer would be fine. Does that tile? Oh, actually, I can't tell. What is this? Is this three high tile bolts? So it should work. This one ends right above it, and this one ends no. A bit confusing. Bit confusing. Hello, Dean. Alter because of block count, unfortunately. Can use no blocks only to flip the gap needed. Well, I think it's 3 blocks. It's 3 blocks, so it should tile. Or are we going through? We're going 6 blocks. I don't know. Let's just play it out. Let's say okay. So we got one there. The next layer would be. This layer would also wash this layer. That would do 2 layers there. Then the next layer would be down here. Sometimes rather than trying to think it out, it might be easier just to work it out. Then we have a few ways, a few options. We can quasi connectivity there. We can also, and that doesn't line up properly. I think we would actually want to move this up. This is gonna, yeah, this isn't gonna work because it's too close. They're all, yeah, right here you see this. Yeah. We don't want it to be butted, so I think we need the extra spacer note block. I could maybe repeaters first block. We can't really have repeaters because of the trapdoors. It's gonna be like solid trapdoors along this whole thing. There's really no room for repeaters. I guess this doesn't really work out either because it's technically not powering the other ones. Oh, okay. I like this. This is a good idea. Let's see if we can get this on the next one. So what we'd do is we would put redstone there. Okay, and then we have to figure out where this has to go. It has to go here. So I guess we need like it doesn't have to be like that. We can alternate every 2 layers. And see if it connects up. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. So how would it every 2 layers work? Whoa, we got a Prowl 8413 raid. Hey Prowl, how goes it? Can we get a shout out for him? What were you up to in your stream? Are you still checking out 1.18 beta? Or you said you're going to switch over, weren't you? You're going to switch over to the full release of Bedrock Edition. Prowl raid coming in. Welcome in, raiders. Hey, how goes it? Here, let me give you, see if I got a VIP. I possibly can give you a VIP. I don't know how many I got left. There you go. Maybe did it work? Yeah, okay. You got a VIP there, Prowl. I still got more to give out. Awesome. How was your raid? What are you up to? Welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm RazeWorks, the YouTuber and streamer. I've been playing Minecraft for over 12 years. I started in the very beginning of Minecraft, and I've been playing it almost daily ever since. What we're doing today is we're making some kind of farms for 1.18. There's some potential changes. You guys probably know in Bedrock Edition, they have it so that mobs kind of spawn the same amount no matter how high or low. In Java, it's not that way. They spawn much faster if they're down low without blocks above them. But because of these changes, if they do implement them completely, we could potentially build in different types of farms. Before you would AFK, like typically you would try to place a farm like way down by the water and then AFK above it. That way you don't spawn in mobs below it because of the sphere. Does Bedrock have where the mobs spawn and despawn around a big sphere around the player? I'm actually not sure about that. Hey, welcome in, raiders. How's everybody doing? How was your stream? He says, was gathering materials for a storage build I'm working on. Nice. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Prowl is, he is a streamer over here and YouTuber. So make sure to check out his stream. Drop him a follow and his YouTube channel. You guys can learn up on Bedrock. I know I got a lot of viewers of mine that are Bedrock, and I don't do Bedrock, so make sure to check out Prowl for all the Bedrock news. He does update videos. Raid. Welcome in, babe. We also got Groggy, Black Moon, Logan, Neko, Bon, or Boone, Wanies. Prowl gave you glowing review. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'll give Prowl a glowing review as well. Like I said, check out his YouTube. He does updates on the Bedrock changes. Dean said, built your raid farm today. Awesome. Make sure if you build it on an SMP, it might work differently because it's probably running modded. Bedrock has it. Bedrock has its sphere. Built similar, but it's based on simulation distance. Okay, yeah. You guys are always talking about that simulation distance. Something we do not even hear in Java Edition. Works differently realms, or the end device are simulation. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I always wonder how that works with like playing on really low-end phones and stuff like that. They revert mob spawning. Yeah, but they'll probably come back with it later. Them 6 chunks. Oh, that's not too bad to understand. Nice, welcome everybody. Yeah, so right now we are updating our mob farm. I haven't updated it in probably 6 years. But now there's like, you know, new mechanics. Like, I don't know if you guys have this in Bedrock Edition, but you can put redstone on top of the pistons and it doesn't pop off. It used to pop off in Bedrock. Of course, now we got waterlogged trap doors, so there's a lot more I can do. Can I show you guys my old farm? Yeah, I think I can. It's not this one. This is one we're testing, but show you my there's a mob farm. There's also a spider farm, but I initially designed it for a spider jockey farm. Spider jockey was like a big thing. I love collecting rare mobs, so I specifically designed it to get rare spider jockeys. Process is easy to understand sim distances on Java, and the render distance and everything. It's loaded on the better. Oh yeah. I see that where you can make it super big, so you can see really far away, but nothing really happens out there. Aha, so here it is. This is my spider farm, but I also made one that does that actually sorts spider jockeys. It's pretty cool. But yeah, my idea back then was just to try to make it as compact as possible. Back then I was using like water on the side. It's kind of crazy when the see. Oh yeah, so you can see how it puts the water in rows, which is kind of funny, but it works really good. And then that way it only needs to be in rows because the spider washing spiders are only so big. Kind of cool. It's really compact in here. This is what I had to work with back then, so I just on a big loop, and then down below is just some upper minecarts picking up the string. And this is how you would build your farms. You build it like right above the water to get as low as possible, and then you would AFK. I actually made a big sphere out of glass, so kind of really bad rendering, but yeah, you'd AFK up there, and then you wouldn't load any mobs in the water. You specifically would build this in this a deep ocean. Actually, wait, does it really matter? Oh yeah. You build it in a deep ocean so that there's less likely for caves beneath of it. Is this deep ocean? Oh, I built this back when there was just ocean. Yeah, so you build this in ocean, but nowadays you can build in deep ocean. But the idea is that by AFKing down lower, you could potentially build this farm wider. But it looks like you build it plenty big. And this thing actually produces a ton of spiders for as small it is. It's crazy how much it produces actually. But yeah, that's essentially what the farms start out like. What are the rates? I haven't tested it recently. Like I said, maybe like 6 years ago. Yeah, it's a fascinating farm. And this was idea on this one was to is there a clock going right now? No. So this one it's kind of a weird idea we had where it's like, oh, I've released the water and then it'll wash mobs one direction and then I'll go to the next layer and wash the opposite direction and just keep doing this through all the layers. It's a good idea, except the water gets slower as it gets down to the bottom. Like the water way down here takes forever to leave. So, cool idea, but yeah, it's not gonna work out for if you want to make a farm like decently fast. Any questions? Don't know what the rates are. How do you make a spider jockey farm? Check it up on my YouTube channel. Just go on my YouTube channel, click the little magnifying glass, type in jockey. Also made a zombie jockey farm. Also made a pigment jockey farm. Made a husk jockey farm. I made like farms to collect every single type of rare mob. Made one to collect the rare blue axolotl. Made one to collect all like 3,000 types of tropical fish. Like any rare mob you can think of, I made a farm to maximize. I made one to collect skeleton horses. Yeah, I even had one that has withers riding on top of skeleton horses, and all sorts of weird ones I made. Love all the farms, says Ufin. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, if you guys do !farm, I have a document showing how showing every item in the game Minecraft and how you can farm every single item. So yeah, there's like over 1,100 items, and I made pretty much 1,100 different types of farms. So there's only a few items that I have not made farms for. The really tough ones are like cobwebs. What's that one thing called? Heart of the Sea. Stuff that's like that's limited in your world. Very difficult making farms. Mostly just flying machines. Anyways, that's how far we are now. Anyway, that design I showed there wasn't working well, so I came up with this one. I catch your videos. I'm usually working and missing your streams. That's okay. It's okay. I always appreciate whatever support you guys can offer. Streams are pretty chill. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I didn't explain, but yeah, I do play Java Edition. Because that's like the only edition that was way back then when I started, so I just got started on it. I really loved the quirky mechanics that you could kind of come up with, and been playing it ever since. I just found it so much more interesting than other games. Other games are kind of like make you kind of follow really strict stuff. Anyways, what we're trying to do is try to make a farm where we like power it from either above or below, and it goes through all the layers and releases all the water. Really love the Nether Skyblock series. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hoping to start a new series, Raised Grid, which is like Sky Grid, but it's always this really extreme version that I always wanted to do. Any changes in lava you've noticed? Not more recently. It's cool to have people off of Hermitcraft server using your designs. Yeah, I really felt honored to be able to help Hermitcraft. I always ask them if they want like custom designs and stuff. But typically, like the way they work, it's like, oh, they just kind of have an idea and then they just like look online to see if they can find something. They don't typically like plan too far ahead. You want quirky mechanics. Bedrock Edition is the way to go for that. Yeah, I think I don't like about Bedrock Edition, like when it updates, it kind of forces you to update, doesn't it? People say there's ways around it, but yeah, no, I don't really like it when it forces you to update. So our problem is we have this layer we want to power right up there, and we have this power. We want to somehow get this power to go down there to power that. So we don't have room in here to. We gotta be careful because a budding can occur. We can't need the redstone block to come down to here, go to here. Whoa! Oh my goodness! We got XP crafted raid. What in the world? Thanks so much for the raid. XP crafted. I really appreciate that. How was your stream? What were you up to? Can we get a shout out for XB raid? Really appreciate that. You guys know who XB is? People that are in my stream. He is one of the Hermitcraft members. We're just talking about them. That's so crazy. Welcome in. Yeah, and he does all sorts of things over there on Hermitcraft, building bases, building farms, taking part in different events and activities. A very cool SMP server. I really enjoy helping all the Hermitcraft members. Firecracker says, pretty much trolled us all stream. What? Wait. What? Was XP Crafted trolling you? What is this? Raid of the Beast. Welcome everybody. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm RaisedWorks, the YouTuber and streamer. I've been playing Minecraft for over 12 years since it came out a long time ago. And I've been playing it almost daily ever since. XP Raid. Welcome everybody. How was your stream? Don't like him? Yeah, you raided with 666. Isn't that like a cursed number or something? Impulse went to Cub. Cub went to XB. Oh, that is so awesome, man. Welcome in. Yeah. Hopefully you had amazing times there on Hermitcraft. I know there's some pretty funny shenanigans going on in Hermitcraft. Let's go see. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, like I said, XB Crafted, he does streams and YouTube. Make sure you follow him both here on Twitch as well as check out his YouTube, as he got a lot more content over there. You guys came in at a very interesting time. We're kind of looking at 1.18 farms. Currently, I'm just kind of floating around. This is my world where I have all the new 1.17 farms. This is what we've pretty much been working on the entirety of 1.17 snapshots. Came in and designed a farm for all the new 1.17 items. There was a lot of them. I think there's around 32 different farms, and one of my goals is actually to fill out a spreadsheet that goes into every single item in the game and how to farm it. If you guys want to check out this document, it's ! farm. There's a few people on it right now, but this actually contains every item in the game of Minecraft, and let's see, I can make it a little bit wider. Every item, I think there's like 1,100 of them or something. It's pretty insane. It shows how you can get it. It shows if it's renewable. It shows if you can AFK it. It shows if you have to have it loaded by a player in order for it to work. It shows what type of farm you can build to get that item. And I also have a video going into each and every item and how you can farm it, which is pretty crazy. Hopefully, oh, see if I can scroll on more. I'm hoping to get this document completely filled up. See, there's some red slots not quite filled up yet. Yeah, so there's 1,146 items. This is just survival items. We also have another category. There's major contributors, people that helped out with the document, a to-do list. There's also unobtainable items. These are items that you typically can't get in survival, but there's different glitches you can get. Also got one for biomes. Some other people are also working on this document. They're working on some of the... Oh wow, so people have been really working. Here's the one with all the structures. I haven't actually seen this yet. So this is... Don't made advancement one. I guess there's stuff that's going on that I don't know about. Armor stands, maybe some commands are there or something. But yeah, I really enjoy kind of cataloging because I've been playing the game for so long. So I have kind of really ambitious goals. My goal is to like farm every item in the game Minecraft, even really complex ones like wet sponges, right? So there's some really weird ones that we're trying to go for, and we're constantly updating the list, so it might not be at the moment perfect, but it kind of gives you an idea of how to get different things and what y'all need. I think you can, oh yeah, if you guys have questions, you can also leave comments on here, and then I can go through the comments. Sometimes we do streams where we go through the comments. People say different things and we update that. But yeah, it's a very fun thing to do as a group. Of course, obviously, just filling out this document is the easy part. Actually, designing the farms takes quite a bit more time. Kind of what I dedicate a lot of my stream hours to. Love designing really specific types of farms, like designing a farm to collect the rare axolotl, the blue axolotl. So we designed this farm just for that. There's all sorts of other farms in here. Walker shell farms, dripstone farms, all that good stuff. See if I can catch up with the chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Lassie says impressive. Yeah, make sure to check out that document if you guys are curious. You have a skulk sensor farm. Skulk sensors are not out for survival yet. I would love to make one if they're possible. Cub fan raid says Slacker. How late I am? You're perfectly timed. Peace, love, and plants. I know where that comes from. Do you have early access to Minecraft? Everybody has early access to Minecraft. Yeah, you guys can learn about it by searching those keywords online. Hopefully I didn't miss the... Oh, there's a way to filter your stream chats. What's your favorite farm design? I think my lightning farm or my beacon farm. I made a farm that gets you beacons by AFK. I think I really like that one because it's kind of roundabout. One of my first biggest projects I ever worked on was my beacon farm, and then I updated it last fall. I updated it, and it turned out so much nicer with the new changes. But yeah, there's all sorts of things going here. Most recently, I have a video on my YouTube channel showing this infinitely automatic azalea tree farm. So it's like infinitely automatic wood farm. Get all the trees and wood that you want. And the actual design is not too small. Just built a little one right here. You can see it, just these iron blocks. This here is one of them. And I actually did a tutorial on this. If you guys are looking for a lot of wood, what it all produces? Produces wood, sticks. Ooh, that's kind of noisy. Seeds, azalea bushes, the flowering ones, the carpets, the good stuff. But yeah, if you guys need any specific farm, I probably have it. Nice design of it. I try to keep my designs simple, to the point, not too much redstone, not too much flare. Make sure that they're efficient. That's kind of what I go for in my farms. Let's see. If you guys haven't already, guys that are here in the chat, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. I just linked it right now in the chat. The first link. We are getting really close to 310,000 subscribers over there, so I really appreciate if you guys have time and enjoy this type of stuff. Just hit the sub button over there, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit the follow button just underneath. Do entities slide the fastest on ice, blue ice, packed ice? Correct. Yeah. By entities, you mean like water streams with items on top of it. But this world available for download. Yep, this world is on my YouTube channel. If you just go to my YouTube channel and search, I don't know, farms or something, it's all my 1.17 farms in one world. Where do I learn about technical stuff? I have a lot of great information on YouTube. I kind of cover new stuff as it comes up, but I do talk a lot of technical stuff on streams as well. You guys came in right as I was updating one of my mob farms. I had this kind of crazy idea. I thought, what if I release water and it kind of wishes back one way, then it hits the other side and wishes the other way? I thought, what if this thing was like full of mobs and it'd be like washing mobs off both sides? It might be kind of a cool farm idea. As cool idea as this is, it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. It's just water is a little bit slow when it gets way down there. You see how long it takes the water to vanish? The farther the water goes down, the slower it gets at being removed. So we kind of scratched that idea, but kind of came up with this idea where we have water. We don't use the same water to go through the whole thing, but we kind of use one water to do two levels. So first it washes that way, then we open it and it washes that way. Then we close it and it goes back to the top. Actually, I think this is not going to work exactly what I wanted it to do. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to have to change this up a little bit. This is something somewhat new, is you can place redstone on top of pistons and it won't pop off anymore. I am playing on a controller, but we are playing on Java Edition. We're doing redstone stuff. Hopefully it turns into a nice mob farm. That is kind of the goal behind this. Streams are pretty chill. I know XP crafted streams are really chill as well. So that's kind of similar to this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get redstone down to the bottom. And in Java Edition we have quasi connectivity, which is essentially this redstone can actually activate this piston even though there's a block in between. And we got to use this to our advantage. So now if I look at that, yes, it should release the water perfectly. And these early stages of me designing, everything looks really rugged and stuff, and I do this on purpose. I don't really put too much time into making stuff look nice. What? We got another raid? What is happening today? Chosen! Thank you so much, Chosen. How you doing there, Architect? Welcome in, Raiders. You guys know who Chosen is. Can we get a shout out for him? He does hardcore survival. And you also do some modded. Do you stream modded, or is it mostly on your YouTubes? I think you said you mostly your hardcore world is mostly on streams. Did I get that right? Welcome in, Chosen. He says they do both. Yeah, I know you do both. I was trying to think. You do both on YouTube? I know that. Do you do both on stream though? Because that's my question. Yeah, there's a shout out to Chosen. Look that link, drop him a follow over there on his Twitch. Like I said, he does hardcore and well as modded Minecraft over there on the stream. And he also has a YouTube channel where he does both as well. A lot of my viewers are survival player, so you guys would probably enjoy his hardcore series. Thanks so much, Chosen, for bringing your community over here. Really appreciate it. You guys came right as we were kind of doing a mini tour of just all the recent farms I've designed. So these are all the farms you see around me are just for 1.17. These are explicitly, what's the word? Explicit, explicit, I can't think, explicit, explicitly, it must be a word, something like that. Let me type it in chat and I'll be able to say it. But yeah, these are farms just that came up just because of 1.17. Explicity. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Explicity? Definitely sounds so wrong. But anyways, these are just farms that are about 1.17. We got a whole bunch of different types of tree farms. I made a simple tree farm. This is a really simple. You see how simple that tree farm is? And it's all automatic. This one is one that also produces rooted dirt. This one also produces dirt. And this one produces a little bit of everything. Why is that so noisy? Is that just noisy for me? It might just be my... Oh, it's probably my volume. But yeah, this one is an infinitely automatic one, meaning like as soon as you start up, it's going to produce dirt forever until you stop your Minecraft world. So I really like this one. It uses my moss bone meal farm. Also use pigment portal farm to get XPs. Gives you dirt and wood and sticks and all that good stuff. Producing a lot of stuff. A couple different versions of that one. Most recently I designed this one. A lot of people are asking for self-planting tree farms. So this farm will actually, once you start up, it just keep planting trees and keep giving you wood until you turn it off. So this is also infinitely automatic, but this one's also playerless, so you don't need a player to plant the sapling. So it's self-planting, which is really cool. And it's really small, as you can see. So that's, people really enjoy that one. Also designed some pretty quirky ones. This is a Azalea leaf farm. Just gives you leaves while you are AFKing. So if you guys are eating a lot of leaves, I always think of like Good Times with Scar or something. Somebody that uses a lot of leaves in decorating. But I know he doesn't really use farms, but this would be the farm to go for. Really cool. I really like farms like this. Takes advantage of like offhand and main hand, all that good stuff. Dispensers. So yeah, you have an option to either dispense TNT onto that, or you can use TNT dupers. I got both setups. How does it plant? You can check out the YouTube channel. Every farm you see here is on my YouTube channel, explaining how it works, world downloads, and even tutorials on some of them. You guys are wondering with that kind of stuff, all those answers are answered over there. Got a dripstone farm, glowberry farm, pretty darn simple. This is, I believe, azalea bush farm. Yeah, also producing moss carpets. Quite efficient one. This is my simple moss block farm. I know XP Crafted has a really simple design too. The only difference with this one is I try to make it a little more surface area planting, and there's a little bit more timing to be a little bit faster. Some little things. Hackness. It's also self. I don't know what we want to call this. It gives itself its own bone mill, pretty much. So you can pretty much like just build this thing and then it just come by and pick up all the bone meal. Also produces infinite amount of fuel. So infinite bone meal, infinite moss blocks, infinite fuel. Just in that piece, which I really like. Here's another version of it. And I also designed Lichen Farm. You guys might recognize this one. We crafted, made one something like this. A person says, "You have earned my follow." Hey, thank you. Ufin says he has great videos on it all. Yeah, you can find all these videos on my YouTube channel. I won't go into detail how they all work, because I got like an individual video for each of these. This is a really fast lichen farm. These type of farms are fun to design, but because not many people use them, I really don't feel like putting as much time into designing these things. But yeah, like a lot of times in my videos I show kind of weird quirks like this. So here's a weird quirk where you put two minecarts in this direction, they push each other. You put two minecarts this direction, they don't push each other. So I show weird stuff like that. Because like, you know, as I played the game for 12 years, I learned all the weird stuff about the game and how you can use that to your advantage. And this is, I believe, drip. Yeah, drip leaf. Drip leaf farm. Here's a kind of a smaller version, automatic drip leaf farm. We looked at those, and then over here, this is a small hanging root farm. It's actually really, really fast. Takes up a lot of bone meal. You run at full speed. I also designed a polar bear farm. This is everybody's favorite farm, right, guys? Everybody love the polar bear farm. What are the best farms to get you started in your world? I would recommend AFK fish farm. I would recommend a raid farm, depending on how early game you are. Maybe a witch farm if you don't want a raid farm. Everybody loves the polar bear farm. What are some other farms that I recommend? Raid farm, probably some villager farm. Here's my AFK fish farm. We don't talk about it because Monday 18 is not out yet. This is kind of the more complicated farms that no one probably ever built. This is a copper converter, so it waxes copper, dewaxes copper, it oxidizes copper, and deoxidizes it all in one machine. A bunch of levers, you can turn different things on and off. It's pretty cool. I really like that one. My lava bucket farm, it's actually not too complicated. It's really compact. Really like that. I have a outer snow farm. Looks very similar. Works very similar. Are there any farms for the Bedrock edition? I do not know. Like I said, I don't work with Bedrock. I don't know anything about it. I made a bunch of shulker farms. Oh my goodness, must have made like 15 different types of shulker farms. I'm probably the one I recommend is this one. It's by far the simplest, but you know, just keep in mind when you play on multiplayer servers, you might be playing on a modded server, so if it doesn't work the same way it works in my world, talk to your admins. I can't help you if you play modded servers. I get a lot of people that always ask about that. But yeah, very sleek and simplistic. I feel like I'm not saying that word. Very simple design. Put a lot of time into it, make sure everything was good. And the nether side, I really like the nether side too. It's super simple. Yeah, now people said they had their shulkers not get picked up by the hoppers, but in my case here, that only happens when I accidentally fill up the whole chest. Oh shoot! No. He's a bad shulker. He teleported out. I mean, it should. I would think the hoppers should pick it up. But yeah, you can see this side is really simple. I guess that's the main thing. I came to the side to just show you how simple it is. But yeah, I don't see any shells popping out the sides. I think they're probably on a modded server where stuff happens differently. Yeah, I don't play Bedrock. I've been playing Java for over 12 years. Oh, well that one actually flew. I think that one flew out there. I guess if you do have problems, just throw in some more hoppers. Like technically the items from the shulker dying should end up here, and they're technically in one block of the hopper, so they should pick it up unless it fills up. Oh, maybe it's filling up. Oh, I think I should have probably do this. I think because I think when it's pulling an item out from the side or something. Well, maybe not. There's a cooldown on it. There's just some weird game mechanics. Anyways, yeah, that's the nether side. I also choose to do this, which is max cramming with a whole bunch of minecarts. But yeah, I made a lot of different versions. I made one that used nether portals on the bottom. I used one that's just washing. But some people they don't want to use nether portals, like they're on servers or stuff. So I think I got, yeah, the washing one is over here. This one just uses water, it uses no portals. So I know that one's really liked by people as well. Did a tutorial on that one. But moving on from there, I made a new stray skeleton farm using the new powder snow. I had a lot of people ask about how I got the water to do this, which, like, I don't know. I mean, the problem is when I play the game, I've been playing the game for so long, I sometimes think that other people understand some of the more basic stuff in the game. And then I sometimes forget to mention it, which is not good. But yeah, you just place a block in like that, and then you just remove the block. You get water like that. Anyways, it produces strays, and then there's this cool little mechanic down here where you can have a dog kill them. You don't even have to be there to kill them. As long as they're spawning in, the dog kills them, and you get the same loot. So you can even get like diamond pieces from the farm, which is cool. Amethyst, made a few different types. Amethyst shards, amethyst clusters. This is amethyst big ones or something. And this is my copper farm using a zombie spawner. I try to keep everything simple. I really love what I did up here. I used one clock and different size items to produce two different outputs. Actually, I think it is three different things. No, I think maybe it's two. Sometimes if you kind of understand how clocks work, you can make one clock do several things. It's kind of cool. It's mostly about compacting. It doesn't really make the farm any better. But yeah, you get copper out of this farm. Also made a much faster copper farm. Oh, wait. Came out some new changes to vines, so I made this really fast vine farm. Yeah, I really like this because it's really simple. Like there's no redstone in the whole thing, but it's very effective. Only downside is you have to use enchanted shears. But yeah, over here is my copper farm. I really had a lot of fun with this one. It's actually quite productive. I think it produces 420 copper per hour. And it doesn't have any redstone in it. That's kind of cool. It uses really cool mechanics where you can actually center cats in the very center of a block. You can also center dogs in the very center of blocks using some kind of weird mechanics with rails. But yeah, and then produces zombies. Zombies go one direction, all the other mobs go a different direction, and the zombies go up, and then they convert them, and it's round, and there's two variations of the farm. I think that is all the unique 1.17 things. There's also just a simple tunnel bore down here. Let's just get the new deep slate ores. A lot of people like to mine for ores and stuff at the bottom of the world. And this machine really helps you get a lot of it. Like a creeper farm. Yeah, so initially this design here came out of my creeper farm. Creeper farm, it's not a big deal. You don't have to center a cat in a creeper farm. What was so hard about getting this perfectly is I had to make sure that the dog and the cat would scare both skeletons and creepers, no matter if they were close up or if they're far away. First, it seems like a really easy thing to solve. Problem is, creeper is really short. So the creeper has to be able to be short enough so he can see the cat, So that's not a problem there, but when the creeper gets over here, the creeper still has to be able to see all the way down, and the cat is not up here. The cat's actually down inside of here. You can see the red lines are their two eyesight lines. Top red lines, I think, is the dog. The cat red line is just barely above the trapdoor. So if you would put the cat any lower, just the slightest bit lower, the creepers over here wouldn't be able to see it. But the opposite problem is with dogs. If the dog is too, let's see, dog, yeah, the dog is too low, then he won't be able to see this skeleton. But if the dog is too high, this skeleton here, you won't be able to see him, because this skeleton has to look through there, all the way through there, through this block. You can't actually go through it, but it has to go right through the edge of that dog. So it just barely can get that angle. And you also be careful because the dogs can attack skeletons if they're in minecart. So the dog's not in a minecart specifically. Mobs can actually spawn right here inside these trapdoors. And that gets us a little bit more spawning spaces in this area. Yeah, it took me, probably took me like 4 hours or something on stream to figure out the best location for the dog and the cat. You also have to worry about other stuff like zombies. Baby zombies will try to walk right through there because they think they can walk through trapdoors. There has to be a block above it. If we remove that block, then the zombie's going to come through, bump these guys, and it's going to mess up the whole thing. There's a lot of problems I had to overcome. And then there's a skeleton and a zombie sort of here. You can see the skeletons go down, the zombies go, or the skeletons go down, creepers go to the side. So yeah, a lot of time put into this in the end it turned out to be a very simple farm, but it took a lot of time to design it. That's what happens. I mean, even the really basic looking farms like this take a lot of time to design. Java has better spawning than in Bedrock Edition. Well, it kind of sounds like Java is going to get similar spawning as in Bedrock. I decided making a technical video about farms for mods. Oh, no. I've been playing Minecraft for 12 years, and I really never got into playing modded, so I don't think that's going to change. It's just, my knowledge is so into vanilla. I know so much about vanilla mechanics. I'm considered one of the top Minecrafters in the world, and mostly just because I stick with what I know, and I know it really well. But yeah, I understand, like, a lot of people go, oh yeah, why don't you, use your knowledge to, like, do modded, or use your knowledge to play this game or that game. And it's kind of because I stick with one game is that I'm so knowledgeable about it. That makes sense to you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not playing Bedrock. There's other great people that play Bedrock that can help you. Like Prowl, he plays Bedrock, he does Minecraft videos, covers changes, all that good stuff on his YouTube channel. Oh yeah, Moz is pretty much a different game. Yeah, so that's our 1.17 world. That's just those farms. I got so many more worlds. I got like oh, I guess I can show you here. We recently on stream went through all our worlds and deleted most of them, but you can see how many worlds I have. Like, these are all the worlds that I'm actually currently using. I deleted all the worlds I'm not using. These are I have like probably like 300 of them or something. I'm actively using all these. So there's a lot more going on than what it appears. I'm sure if I tried Bedrock, I guess I would probably be decent at it over time. But like anything, I really enjoy Java. Do I have to play Bedrock? Like, there's nothing saying I have to play. Minecraft devs should slow down before they make Ray's computer exploded. Yeah, you know what? People always think like Minecraft updates are kind of. Some people say that they're kind of slow in between the times between updates, but as somebody who's like trying to keep up with all the updates and constantly designing new things for each update, I have to say that it seems like they go by really fast. Really fast. Yeah, every time it lags like that, it's not my computer. It's there's this bug in Java Edition where if you cross chunks it does a lot of lag. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to make each of these levels, these layers here is where mobs would spawn. So we'd have like a creeper would spawn right there, and a creeper would spawn right there. There. And then we activate this farm. We'll wash the mobs off. What the heck? Don't be cheating there, creeper. We'll just stay up there. But it's also supposed to wash them down here. We put water right there and put some over here as well. Hey, King Cow. Might need to be a little bit low. Okay, let's see if this works. When I design new farms, I usually don't flesh them out. I don't flesh them out. Flesh them, yeah. I don't flesh them out, meaning that I don't build all the different pieces. Currently what I'm doing right now is building just a one wide section of it. So there's just one thin section of it, and that makes it really easy for me to design. With these tileable farms like this, there's no reason to build the whole thing. You can just build really small pieces, and then once you get it working, then I can use a program to actually extend it the other directions. This water here and knock out that. A little bit more there. Okay, so what we're testing now is we're trying to make it tileable. We made kind of one section right here. Now we're saying, okay, is it possible to add another section underneath? And if so, is it easy for people to build it? Like, obviously I'm designing this for like you guys, right? And I'll make sure it's easy for you guys to build. So I don't want to put too many complicated things in it to keep it simple. So we're gonna have like, going to continue both directions. We'll eventually take this slice and add more slices all along this entire thing. So far it looks really good. Now, so this piston came down and powered this row, and then this comes down and it's going to bring water onto this row down here. Remove that, where it goes like that. And then if we do one more layer, our next layer would be right here. Oh, it's pretty leggy. So it looks like we managed to make it tileable. So it's tileable this direction, so you can add more layers, and it's also tile up and down, so you can add more layers up and down. Okay, so we got that part done. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the mobs can fall down and die. We create a lot of light updates. So redstone wires do not put off any light, not at least since 1.6, I don't think. Yeah, they haven't put off light for a long time. So there's no light with this redstone. How's that for Bedrock Edition? Bedrock produce light? wouldn't think it would produce light because it does. Bedrock does produce light. Wow. I think that they've tried to make it similar to this version of it. But what it can do is I can put this into my single player world now, and then I can expand upon it. I think up into my single player world. Whoa! Living Dead coming in with the Prime. Thanks so much for subbing here on Twitch using your Prime. Really appreciate that. Everybody who is subbed gets access to a bunch of goodies, including the sub server, special badges, special emotes, extra point privileges. You check out all the cool stuff you get by doing !sub. And there'll be a document that covers all the goodies you get. Make sure to take advantage of those. And welcome to the Gordy game, Living Dead. Appreciate that. If you guys don't know if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, or if you know someone that does have it, make sure they use it up each and every month, because they do have the ability to give away a free sub to anybody here on Twitch. That's exactly what Living Dead did there. You get all the benefits like a normal sub, and it's like giving away free money. So you get all the benefits, the streamer gets money, a win-win situation. So make sure to take advantage of that. But you do have to do it each and every month manually, so don't forget. How does Java make boats without a shovel? I know Bedrock has shovels. But what I want to do is I want to build a killing chamber. Actually, wait. Should we update this? Should we just change this farm to make it like the other one? Yeah, we'll use this. So our other farm, what we do is we have our trapdoors. The trapdoor goes a distance of 7, so 7 takes it out to here. Living says, I always forget that I have Prime. I normally watch you on YouTube. Oh, that's so awesome, Living Dead. Really appreciate that. Yeah, everybody's in stream. What is your guys' favorite farm of mine? Of all my, like, 1,100 different farms, which one is your guys' favorite? Then you can't paddle them. But you need a shovel, really? Would you use a shovel in real life to paddle your boat? I don't think so. The boat still does have oars, even if it can't paddle it. Actually, wait. There's something I gotta. I'm wondering if I can avoid having a solid block at foot level. So let me just double check this. Oh no, we can't. Okay. Like if we would have a... We'd have a block. We have a stair here. Ah! The game is so fast. Whatever. I don't think this is gonna... Yeah, it doesn't affect... It doesn't affect the trapdoors, okay. But It hurts mob spawning if there's a solid block here, but it's gonna be too bad, just one block. Okay, something I want to check. We have redstone here. Have it like that. Then we would have nothing there. Nothing underneath of that. We'd have blocks here, but we can use any type of block we want. So we can use labs. Labs are slightly cheaper. You make like, twice as many blocks using slabs. Okay, so then we would release this. So to make sure the water doesn't reach the other side. Perfect. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm just building one layer, and then with one layer I can use a program called Amulet to make it multiple layers. Okay, Ice Pike says, figure out the mechanics. Thorns on Copper Farm is genius. Thanks. Skin says, what are you working on today? So we're working on updating my mob farm so that for 1.18 it will work. The water drops down to this level. We do need a block to hold the water back. But we also don't want baby zombies to climb up on top of this ledge here. Maybe we should use walls to hold it back, right? Is there anything else we can use? We don't really use a full block. Babies can kind of go over everything else. We try and make it like the least amount of blocks to place. Either place on like 2 blocks or place on a cobble wall. Wall would be a lot easier. I'm not sure if spiders can actually... Can spiders spawn? Can spiders actually spawn like right there or not? S is for spider. So, okay, for the majority of the area we don't have to put any pistons and stuff. most of the area is just gonna have like redstone like this. Yeah, we're building a general mob farm. It could also use this for spiders. It'll be a little bit different. Majority of it's gonna look like this. Be quite simple. Redstone there, yeah. And then be opened up on this side. And the water would flow down from there. It carpets down before, I thought. That was a different farm. We had carpets. Yeah, that was no water, because water would break the carpet, so we couldn't use carpets. Okay, so what I was trying to do is, once I get a pattern kind of going, I can clone this downwards. I can also clone it to the side. Something nice. So actually I don't think I need blocks. Actually, can a baby? I think a baby zombie can actually fall. I think it can fall in between these, right? Something strange like that. Anybody know? Z is for zombie. Come on, baby. Yeah. Can do that. Which is that bad? Don't know. Possible for him to fall. I was hoping that on the ends here we wouldn't have to use as many blocks. There's just more blocks you have to place. It's very unlikely for them to do that, but this is missing. I think he falls right through there. Yeah. Oh, okay. He would fall through all the layers. Yeah, I think it's unlikely for him to actually land on top of this next layer. You want babies? No, we just want to make sure babies don't cause problems. Zombies and spider farm. That would be funny. It's all mob farm. Sidewalls are all. If we don't have sidewalls, we're gonna have to place down some more blocks for the water to flow over top of it. If you don't have a sidewall, this is what happens. Water goes loop. We could add more blocks here so it doesn't do that, but then we'd have to have a different type of catch location. The whole idea with this was to have a simple collection area down below. Like the top part might be a little more complicated, but then the bottom part a little bit nicer. Open, because that's what I'm hoping for. We do have this problem, which is this is actually a ledge right here, so stuff can get stuck on this ledge here. There's a chunk border here, it's causing lag. Isn't like a spider could get stuck behind there? Kind of annoying. I don't know if there's a good fix for it. Or zombies with eggs. Try to avoid that. Pandora says, what are some good starter farms? AFK Fish Farm, I recommend. Raid Farm, not too difficult to do. Villager trading farms, maybe a witch farm if you want that. Hoglin Farms, it's the best food and it's really simple. Got a simple design. Maybe I could do a video kind of show. A moss bone meal farm, really good. I think what I could put here, I mean, I could just put something like this. Is there anything cheaper than this? Nice thing about this, you can open it up to where mobs landing on top of it. Use walls. The problem with walls, you'd have to take them out this far, they can still get stuck on them. If you take out this far, a spider can still get stuck on it. I think it can at least. You can get, don't walk. Stay there. Yeah, see how you get stuck in it? And you have to add another wall. And then you can fall off of it. Kind of annoying. Magma block. It wouldn't help so much here. Make the mob's pathline towards a solid block. Yeah, downside is solid blocks also slow down spawns. Spiders don't get stuck on magma blocks. Oh, you're saying underneath of it. No, they get stuck on the side of it. They catch on this little nub that sticks out here. That's what we're talking about. You kind of need that nub to go away. Actually, wait. What happens if you put a fence there? The normal fence. Now that fences connect with these things, right? No, they don't connect. Oh, does any of the fences connect with it? I guess not. They just connect with other fences. Then you'd have to stick one of these there. Not a big deal. You can open it up, which is good. Bar log wall doesn't really help. Doesn't connect with string. I think this is the cleanest solution. Technically, we don't need that. Whatever. I'm pretty much just gonna try to get this layer here and then move it downwards. This looks good. This layer looks good. And then once I get that far, then the next layer would just be a replica of the layer. I think so. So I'll show you guys the program we use to make small things big. Amulet. Leaf fence gate are more expensive than just adding 3 extra walls. Thing about the walls is spiders can get stuck on the edge of them. This is the program. Looks kind of like Minecraft, but a little bit different. A lot of people use like World Edit and stuff like that. I find this nicer than using World Edit because then you have to use mods for that. This works in any version. Don't need any mods or anything like that. First you highlight the area and you copy it, and you paste it. And then you have the exact same replica, but you just put it slightly underneath. This is the hardest part, trying to see where your build is at. I don't know why it makes that noise. I think that's how we want it. Never had to make that noise before. I've never heard it before. We do this right? No, that looks wrong. What? Very hard to see what's going on here. Very difficult to see what we're doing. First of all, I need to move it in this direction. I think we put this one wrong. Oh, no, that's not. On it. A power, water. We want power, water. I think it goes here. And we'll add one more in. Kind of get a sense of where it is. Got power there. Power, water, power, water. This layer is going to be power. And confirm. I think we can add one more layer naturally. Why you make dinging noise? Like it thinks I did something wrong. And okay. So now what we'll do is really difficult to see, but can do is I can grab this corner here, bring it all the way down, Now we highlighted all the new stuff that we built. And now we can copy it. Ooh, actually I don't want to copy that far. Okay. Copy, paste. Mm-hmm. Now we added another whole section of it, and we'll confirm that one. And let's add one more just so we kind of see what we're doing. Okay, let's see what this looks like. We'll hop back into the world again. Making a general mob farm. We need to save it, which we did. We also need to exit. And I think it's in this world. Okay, so how did we do? How did we do? Now we got all of this redstone up here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Got that redstone. That looks all good. Nice. What if I should just delete all that? If we power this, unpower it. Yeah, it reaches all the way to the end. Okay, good. Then in the very center we'll have our little piston system that powers each of these from above. Why am I designing a flush-based one? Because I'm updating my old design with the waterlog stuff. Ooh, up in here. Oh. This is for 1 to 18. It's going to use lower the changes to mob spawning, which is going to potentially come out with 1 to 18. Check out my video, it goes in more detail. I think we got all the pieces in the way we wanted to. I think the only thing I do is have to clone this across. I won't make it that big. Maybe I'll just make it like... Maybe I'll make it so there's only one, I'll probably make it like 32 blocks across, so there's only one thing in the center. I think that will help. So far it looks really good. I think it looks a lot better than my mob farm from 6 years ago. Oh, on and off switch here. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the follow button just underneath the stream. Don't miss out on future streams. I also inform people of when I go live through my YouTube, where I have tons of videos. I got a video for every farm in the game Minecraft. Also got ones showing what's all new in the snapshots. And there's also videos about Let's Play episodes, as well as trying to achieve really difficult things in the game Minecraft. All sorts of crazy videos over there. I got ones showing secrets and tips and tricks and glitches. Make sure you guys are subscribed and turn the bell notification on, because that's how I'm informed of upcoming streams. There's also a link there to my Twitter for those people that have Twitter. And there's a link to my Discord. We are trying to reach 7,000 members on Discord, so if you haven't already, click that link. Go ahead and do it now. You can also showcase you guys' own farms and builds over there. As well as there's tons of other things. If you guys ever need help with farms or anything Minecraft related, there's special channels for all of that. We have been streaming for over 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Wow. Let's go ahead and raid Linksy. Linksy is an amazing Minecraft player. He has this really long-term survival world that's hardcore. We're gonna drop him a raid. Let's see if we can get all 290 of you guys to join in the raid. Raiding none other than Linksy. Drop him a follow, show him some love when we hop over there. I want to thank everybody coming out for the stream. It was a lot of fun. We had some epic raids. We had a raid from Prowl Steamer. We also had one from Prowl 9413. We had a raid from XP Crafted, one of the Hermitcraft members, as well as Chosen Architect. All of them also stream here on Twitch. Make sure to check them out. They all do Minecraft. They're all people you guys should be following. Next stream for me will be this Saturday as well as Sunday. Look forward to that. As always, when we do raid, make sure to copy that raid message in the chat. Go ahead and copy that. We're going to paste that into his stream, just like so. Are you guys ready to go raiding him? We're going to be raiding Linksy. Drop him a follow, show him some love. He also has YouTube videos as well as streams. Show him some love. I'll see you guys this Saturday and Sunday. Thanks guys for chilling out. Thanks for all the subs and hype. I really appreciate that. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.